to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that are coming out to your store this week. Or if you shop with us at infinityflux.net, they are on their way to you in the mail. So I want to give you a little better idea of what you can expect. And there's some pretty big ones this week.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to start with probably the biggest one, Blood Hunt #1. It's finally here. In this one, vampires start attacking the Earth. The sun has been blotted out because of reasons, and now vampires are running rampant. The Avengers get involved to try to help out. Doesn't necessarily maybe go like you would think for them. Some other heroes like Doctor Strange try to get involved to help, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Let's just say that. So it was very, very good though. Like we were really surprised with how good this was. So we have this first issue here. There is also the red band version as well. We did a comparison. There are 2 extra pages in this, and it's quite a bit bloodier as well. So this is suggested for mature readers for sure.
2 new pages and many augmented pages.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, next up for me, I've got Superman House of Brainiac Special. So this is House of Brainiac issue 2.5. And that's really what this is. This is filling in some of these story gaps about what is the relationship between Brainiac and the Zarnians.
Right.
What's their history? How did he kind of get involved with this army that they have? This is broken into 3 stories. So we've got the one about that. We've got one about Perry White running for mayor in Metropolis, which is really good. That actually takes kind of the majority of this issue. And lastly, we have one about what Amanda Waller's place is in this.
Yeah.
And kind of what is her relationship to Brainiac.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool insights here. It's not like, oh, you have to read it, but to get the full kind of rich experience of House of Brainiac, this is a great one to add in.
Yep. And next is Space Ghost #1. This was an action-packed first issue. So good. The space colony Omicron, which is where Dr. Kepler and his children, Jen and Jace, and their monkey Blip, they live. It gets attacked by bad guys, and everything looks pretty bleak until Space Ghost shows up, and when he does, it is wall-to-wall action of him taking out all the bad guys. But maybe the children are just as scared of him as they are the people attacking the base.
Next up, we've got Star Wars The Phantom Menace Anniversary Special #1. So this is celebrating the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1. This is really cool. So this follows Anakin through, like, before the movie, during, and after the movie. But fills in some interesting extra nuggets. It's kind of like if a scene continued a certain way, if you followed it before the scene cut, what happens next? What are some conversations that maybe we missed out on? Some really key ones as well. Plus, seeing Anakin start to get some Force visions of what his future might be like. Really, really cool. Kind of just add on to your Episode 1 watching experience.
Yeah. Next is Deadpool and Wolverine World War III #1. I believe this is going to be a 3-issue miniseries. Wolverine gets a call to come to Vancouver to help with this super-powered villain that's running amok. When he gets there, he sees that Deadpool is already there dealing with it. Who is this villain? Who created him? And what will happen when the people who did create him get their hands on Deadpool?
Next, I've got DC's Spring Breakout. This is kind of your fun, big anthology book for the spring. And the Breakout is key to pretty much all the stories in here, where we get stories about Harley Quinn breaking King Shark out of jail. We've got stories about the Teen Titans on spring break. But we also have a Metal Men story. We've got a Katana story. And the one I think is really a standout is a Lex Luthor story, but you're going to have to see what he is actually trying to break out of. It's pretty interesting.
Next is Get Fury #1. This is a new Max title, so definitely for mature readers. It's set in 1971, where Nick Fury is captured by the Vietnamese army, because it's set during the Vietnam War. He has so many government secrets in his head that the U.S. government does not want to get in the hands of the enemy, so they send Frank Castle in to take Fury out in order to protect those secrets.
Next up, we've got a lot of annuals this week from
Yeah.
DC, and I've got Harley Quinn annual. This is written and drawn by Erica Henderson, and Harley is going on a cruise, a little vacation, and she learns while she's there Zatanna is performing on this cruise. But when Zatanna is performing, the lights go out and the lights come back on. There is a dead body,
Oh.
and it looks like it's Zatanna's fault. So you have to read it to find out. But it's Harley sleuthing on a cruise ship.
And last for me is Bear Pirate Viking Queen #1. This is a new one from Image. In this one, it's centered around Captain Paul Reddish of the Queen's Navy. One day his ship is overrun by pirates. He's thrown out to sea and left for dead. But when he's in the sea, he actually meets a bear. And after that, he decides to sort of turn his life around the wrong way and become a pirate himself and go after the British bank.
So yeah, we get that moment in our lives where we run into our bears.
That's right.
And we have to make a choice.
This was a literal bear, though. Yeah.
Literal bear.
Yeah.
And lastly for me, I've got Robo Force #1. This is the first of a 3-issue miniseries, and I'm in the Nacelle verse, which is also going to have Biker Mice from Mars, Great Garloo, a bunch of really fun ones. And we saw the beginnings of this in the one shot they did a few weeks ago. But in this one, we follow Robo Force, Max 89, Copter, Wrecker, and the other robots. And when they were created, they were meant to be top of the line, but like all electronics, right when they came out, they were immediately outdated. But their creator actually has something that is going to kind of upgrade them. So while they are kind of just milling about, just hanging out, the chip that is going to upgrade them gets stolen, and it's up to RoboForce to get it back. So really fun beginning of this robot futuristic series that you don't want to miss. And that is it for our top 10 quick comment picks. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to head over to infinityflux.net right now, where you can order these books we just talked about while supplies last. Also, quick reminder, May 4th is Free Comic Book Day, so we are less than a week away, creeping up on it. So don't miss out on that. Head over to infinityflux.net right now, where you can get my book, The Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. You can get it signed and remarked, and support your local comic book store, because that is an awesome thing to do. So until next time, see ya.